Do you feel like you guys have put it all together at any point this year the way that you hope to?
I feel like there's a couple games where we played really well as an entire team, but I think the essence of the guys on the team, we're all true competitors, and when you're a true competitor, you're never really satisfied with where you are. So we could go up there and hang 70 on a team on offense, and the defense could hold them to 0. We're still going to point out the pieces where we need to get better. So
against the better teams especially, I mean, you certainly played well in certain ways, either the offense or defense, but have you, offense, defense, special teams, have you put together the way that you think you need to so far yet?
I mean, I don't think so. But at the same time, like, you could witness this happen on Saturday, and we're still going to find a way to, try to push in areas that we need to push and grow in areas that we need to grow. So I don't think you'll ever see a complete game by the Buckeyes, but we can definitely get a close product, and that's what we shoot for.
Tim May, let him in row.
Yeah, Mike, what can your fans out there are confounded a little bit because of that drive y'all had before halftime? Lickety split right down. All you guys were involved and stuff. I think fans wonder why can't you do that every possession? I know it's not that simple and stuff, but do you hang on that a little bit? I mean, from a standpoint of success in a game where the offense was a little bit lacking. I mean, you can do this. You understand what I mean? To buoy, I guess, going into a game like this.
Yeah, I mean, we're not too really focused on anything that happened in last week's game. Obviously, we've recognized the problems and we've identified the issues, and we have done our best to try and solve them throughout these last couple practice weeks. We have full trust in the coaches to put together a plan to put us in the position to be successful, but it's ultimately our job as players to put it on the field. So we're working through all those kinks and getting out all the impurities from last week, and we're solely focused on beating Tennessee this week.
How much of a bonus is it having another home game? That could have been y'all's last home game. What's going through your mind in that regard?
It's
on a show. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's amazing. It's such a blessing just to be able to play in front of Buckeye Nation in the shoe, and it's an experience that I was going to miss had that been my last game in the shoe. But God has given us another opportunity to go out there and play in front of amazing home fans, play on the field with my brothers that I played so many times, and knowing that this is for sure the last one, it's definitely a special feeling. So just trying to soak it all in, but also have the intense mindset to go out there and execute.
Over third row left, Dan Hope, 11 Warriors.
Emeka, does this playoff run feel different knowing that for you guys as a senior class, you haven't been able to yet accomplish any of those goals that you've set out for?
No, I wouldn't say so. I would say if you went back to Georgia 2022, the other time we made the playoffs, I was laser focused then too. I'm laser focused then now. So I think we have the same mindset going in. Obviously, in the back of our heads, we know, okay, this is our last hurrah, our last chance. But we're never looking at it as, okay, it's now or never. It's always now or never. We're trying to win every single game, every time we get an opportunity to go all the way. So that's been our mindset the last couple of years. We've come up short, but we have an opportunity to do something special this year.
Right in front of him, Steve Hellwagen, 24/7 Sports.
Yeah, Emeka, Will did not have the kind of game that you guys were used to seeing him. He had 2 interceptions, didn't complete passes at the same level that he had been doing throughout the season. I know he had that rough hit that he took during the game, but coming out of that, you still have the hope and the faith in him that he's going to play like he has the lion's share of the season as opposed to maybe kind of the things that happened in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. Will is our quarterback. He's our leader. He didn't come here by accident, and you guys have seen the product that he's put out there on the field week after week. So, I don't necessarily think that he played bad in our last game, but, moving away from that, we have full trust in him. He's putting together a great practice week, and we're excited to see what he puts out there on Saturday and lead us.
We're going to have go just with a couple more. Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
Try to ask this one. It's going to sound weird. In your football life, when is the last time do you think you have ever been just frustrated with how a game was flowing and the game plan of something, if that makes sense?
I would say, there's rarely a Saturday that I'm not frustrated. I mean? We can beat a team by 70 like I'm saying, but there's always a standard that I hold myself to, I hold my teammates to, and I hold my coaches to. So that's kind of the standard around the building. So we've all cultivated a really good culture here to where we're able to have tough conversations and hold each other accountable, not only coaches to players, but players to coaches. So there's always ways to improve. Any given Saturday, no matter if we win by 70 points or, we lose by 70, we're always looking for ways to improve. So, yeah.
Cardell and Jeremiah, very good receivers, obviously. But you guys don't tend to have the personalities that can sometimes be the prototypical very good receiver. Why?
I can't speak for those two, but I know for myself, I just look at my life and I look at the ways God has blessed me, and it's hard for me, not to bow before Him and be humble in those moments. So I'm not really one to talk too much smack. I'm one to go out there and do my job, and I'm going to do it at a very high level. All the things that go in my head, I never really share all the time. But at my core, deep down, I'm a very real and deep competitor. So I think that I know what I'm capable of. I know the type of caliber player I am. But there's no need to really boast that or anything like that. Just put it on the field and do what you're capable of.
And final question, Jeremy Birmingham, the podcast.
Emeka, one of your former classmates here plays at Tennessee now, Andre Turrentine, had some comments about Ohio Stadium and about the crowd in Columbus. Do you guys have like a message for Ohio Stadium or for fans who are hearing that and being told that the stadium doesn't get loud, or that Arkansas is a tougher place to play?
Yeah, I mean, knowing Buckeye Nation, I don't think I have to do too much motivation. We're going to come out there Saturday, and it's going to be an amazing environment. So that's just the type of fans we have. I'm not going to feed too much into the stuff that Tennessee is saying, but we're really looking forward to this opportunity. We're glad that we're playing at home, just to be in front of our home crowd, in front of our families. So it's going to be an amazing environment, and I'm excited.
I do have one more. Stephanie Odie, 97.1.
Yeah, you talked about the accountability on players to players, coaches to players, but could you elaborate a little bit more on how the players kept the coaches accountable?
Yeah, I mean, we've had tough conversations throughout the year, and coaches challenge us in ways. How can I get better? And we give them feedback. So it's not really any different than the way they criticize us. So I think it's important to be able for coaches to be able to handle what players have to say, because in turn it makes them better coaches, just like they're able to coach us. So that's really just that relationship that we have is very special, and I think it's unique to our program.
Emeka, thank you very much.
Appreciate you guys. God bless.